In just a few decades, the human population has rapidly expanded, leading to significant land use changes and the growth of the urban environment. There are 1.9 billion more people than 30 years prior. In the past, energy generation has been non-renewable, resulting in centuries-old exploitation of fossil fuels. This has warmed the planet through excessive atmospheric CO2, leading to significant ocean impacts. But the ocean itself is vast and powerful. The untapped energy sources can be sustainably consumed, partially through the power of rolling waves, harvested through emerging technologies. Wave energy could generate 50,000 watt-hours of electricity per meter of coastline. These waves create movement of water on the surface. This allows energy to be transferred across large distances. Influenced by gravitational forces from the moon, tidal energy too can be extracted, representing a renewable and predictable source of electricity. With time running out to make this transition, we turn to examine the ongoing destructive impacts of current electricity generation on the health of marine ecosystems. Ever since the Industrial Revolution, humans have powered progress with coal, oil, and gas, but at a heavy cost. Carbon dioxide from these fuels has wrapped the planet in an extra blanket, trapping heat that would once have escaped into space. Over 90% of that excess heat has gone straight into the ocean. The oceans are warming faster than we ever predicted, and the results are devastating. Warmer oceans fuel stronger hurricanes, melt polar ice, and push sea levels higher. Marine heat waves are wiping out life beneath the surface. In 2016, after the most intense on record, 1/3 of the Great Barrier Reef was declared dead. Coral reefs not only shelter biodiversity, but protect coastlines and feed millions. Warmer waters also spread disease and force fish to flee towards cooler regions, disrupting entire fisheries and threatening the food security and livelihoods of billions. But it's not just heat. The ocean absorbs a quarter of the carbon we emit, forming carbonic acid that makes seawater more acidic, now 30% more than 200 years ago. Acidification dissolves the very minerals that build shells and reefs, silently eroding the ocean's foundation. The ocean has been protecting us, absorbing our heat and carbon. The ocean is a powerful place. Millions of tons of water constantly moving. An unstoppable force so powerful that it shapes the Earth's coastlines. But if you look beneath the surface, under the powerful waves, you will discover a different force. The ocean tides. These are some of the most predictable and consistent patterns in nature, controlled by the gravitational pull of the moon, guiding the tidal cycles around the world. This predictability allows us to have the ability to use the ocean to produce the much-needed, sustainable and clean energy the world requires. Parts of the world, such as the UK, Argentina, China and Australia, stand out as potential candidates for this new technology. This is due to them having high tidal ranges or very predictable marine currents, which are ideal conditions for tidal energy production. Here in Australia, particular regions like the Kimberley Coast have very predictable tidal patterns along with steep coastlines, which makes it a promising example for the application of tidal energy. Underwater turbines and tidal barrages are examples of tidal capture technology currently under development. While still in pilot stages, large-scale tidal projects are in the works. France and South Korea are currently building facilities which are predicted to produce 240 megawatt and 252 megawatt respectively.
Oceans cover near 7% of the surface of the Earth. So ocean currents and waves and changes due to gravitational forces are always there, and they can be made use of. And that's another source of free energy that could be used. That could then be sent to power the world and everybody.
When you go to the ocean, the first thing you notice is the waves. Ocean waves, powered by wind and propagating and growing over thousands of kilometers, have been shaping coastlines over billions of years. Each year, enough energy enters the ocean through waves to power our modern world. With the potential to extract up to 20% of this, wave energy represents a new solution to world's energy problems that was barely considered even a few decades ago. Research is still being done on how to harvest this resource, such as this experiment at UWA's Coastal and Offshore Research Laboratory, with many potential designs under investigation for efficiency and cost reduction.
During my PhD, I conducted model-scale experiments in a wave laboratory and tested my model in extreme waves based on conditions measured here.
This is a map of wave energy across the world's oceans. The southern Australian coast, stretching from the south of Western Australia to Tasmania and New Zealand, have considerable wave resources. Southern Chile also represents an important potential source of wave energy. South Africa, Norway, Northern Ireland, Madagascar, New Guinea, and the Philippines also have large potential for wave energy projects. Harvesting wave energy requires powerful and consistent waves, the best sites having strong waves all year round. We have discussed some solutions to the problem of renewable energy from the ocean, but what can you do to protect this?
You can certainly do democratic behaviours like sending letters, emails, phone calls, things like this, talking to your local representative. A lot of great climate action actually happens on the local level as opposed to the federal government is responsible for setting big targets, but a lot of local and state governments are responsible for implementing these solutions. So you can get involved that way.
What does our future hold for ocean energy? Our ocean is our planet's life support system. The health of our ocean is linked to our future. We can make a call to action. Human activities are damaging the ocean, but these issues are amendable. We need immediate action to protect the ocean and support a transition to a more sustainable energy future. There is hope for recovery. Despite current threats, such as pollution and overfishing, the ocean has an ability to recover. Ocean energy technology achieves sustainable energy. Given the constant innovation, the oceans will become the foundation of the world's renewable energy in the future, which means our future will become more sustainable.
I think whenever we get into that reductionist thinking of there's a problem that needs to be fixed from speaking involved, it doesn't work out really well. So instead of thinking of it that way, it needs to be thought of in terms of these people are the solutions. We're all part of the same country going towards the same goal. That's what the problem.